Alright, Shalom, I can do and start off with giving all praise and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, and Hashem, with crocodile, Devar, Apostle Israel, on who will teach well, peace, most of the Christian is truth around the globe. Shalom. Now, I got this lesson, going into something centered around this article I found, and concerning the what's the new digital system that's getting ready to take place, and I just want to speak on it, and hopefully you'll be edified. All right, now let's get okay, this is the article right here, and I'm just gonna read a little bit out of it, or I just might read the whole thing, but is the title of it is Path to BRICS, which BRICS is Brazil, China, and South Africa. And I'm just gonna get hop right into it. It says path to BRICS on currency, not easy. So what it means here is that the path to BRICS on currency, is not easy, right? But the whole matter is, these nations are trying to, go to their own digital system, and they're trying to make their own country, have their own digital system, but the Lord won't have. The Lord will have it to where, how Bashmal Shah will have it to where, there's going to be a world digital system, if I'm not mistaken, but this is going to be the New World Order, or as you can say, the NWO, the MOTB, which is the Mark of the Beast. The MOTB is what's going to take place, here soon, and I'm gonna keep reading. This is a single unit of exchange will emerge, but the process will take time. And official in Russia's foreign ministry says, they say it will take time, which it will, because it's a big process that you have to go through, basically, but the Lord will usher it in here pretty soon, because you have, a lot of people taking this MOTB, and that's what it's really leading up to, having their own currency, and having their own, like the Slovakia, having these like the Bitcoin, and you got the all the not using the dollar, basically not using the dollar, basically, so not using paper money. But I'm gonna keep reading. It says BRICS nations are moving towards the establishment of a single currency, but it's a long and difficult process. The head of the Department for Economic Cooperation at Russia's Foreign Ministry, Dmitry, I don't know how to spell that, I don't know how to pronounce that, it said on Thursday, the group of emerging economies, which currently incorporates Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, are evaluating ways to reduce their reliance on the U.S. dollar and the euro. And if I'm not mistaken, the euro is speaking about the UK money, the UK dollar, over there in the UK. And it says including alternative payment systems and trade in national currencies. a single currency is something that may well emerge in the future, but the path it is so it is to, but the path to it is slow and difficult. I'm sure we'll get there anyway, because you can't be tied to one thing. You need to diversify constantly. And it says the U.S. led economic policy has prompted BRICS countries BRICS countries to look into possibilities of creating their own currencies and to seek alternatives to the dollar-based financial institutions. The process of de-dollarization that has already started would help BRICS countries move towards a single currency, according to the diplomat. He expressed hope that trade and national currencies will be mentioned in the final declaration of the upcoming G20 summit in India. You know, and I'm just get the rest of this article, and it says during the recent BRICS summit in Johannesburg, a number of economists, including a former IMF executive, said that the international monetary system based on the dollar is becoming increasingly dysfunctional. Right? So they getting tired of the dollar. They're getting tired of the dollar bill. So they're trying to get rid of it. Really they're trying to you know push this MOTB on the masses, on people. Because they want control over you. They want control over your mind. They want control over your they want control over your thought process. They want control over your you know they want control over your you know your they want all your information. you know and it says, as it does, it said that the international monetary system based on the dollar is becoming increasingly dysfunctional, as it does not address the needs of developing countries in the world's emerging multipolarity. Right. You know. So let me get some scriptures. And the first scripture I want to get here is Revelations 3:9. And these are the people who are controlling this. It's Revelations 3:9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. Hold on, let me see. And then this is verse 10. This is, behold, thou hast kept the word. It says, behold, this is because thou hast kept the word of my patience. I also will keep thee from our temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Just behold, I will come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Him that overslacketh. And that's it on that. But I just want to let you know the people that are controlling all this, which are the synagogue of Satan, which is the fake Jews, like the Israelis, those who are, like, you know, uh, running the earth, because the fake Jews run the earth, you know, and I'm gonna get some more scripture. It would hit the bottom and bounce out and often shatter and create shrapnel and just basically tear the hell out of the besieging forces. Nobody ever built a siege. And I'm gonna get but they came close. I'm gonna get James 5. and starting in verse 1. It says, "Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth eaten." And it says, your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you, kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of the Sabbath. It says, "Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth, and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter." Right, so it's talking about, start verse 1 down to 3. It's going into how, the rich men, are going to weep and howl, basically whine, and complain, and suffer, through, you know, you know, uh, through the way of, like the dollar crashing, you know, you know, even they're still, even them, they're still going to have money, like the fake Jews, the fake Jews, the ones who control the earth, but at the same time, the world, is crumbling. The dollar is crashing. Not everybody's going to conform to the MOTB, but a lot will. You know, and and you know, and it says, "Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. You have heaped treasure together for the last days." Right? So the Lord is, going to, basically, show them that, you know, that, that, the dollar is not valuable anymore, and that, you know, uh, you know, it's going to be worthless, and it's not going to profit. It's not going to profit anything, you know. You don't at least know that, but at the same time, it's still gonna put a dent in their plans, And this is Matthew 24. The English favored longbows because they had much more rapid. Because you know, I'm gonna get this real quick, before I get in the scripture. A crossbow could be loaded with much skill, and you could get a very far range with a crossbow. The crossbow could penetrate armor. That made it possible for common soldiers to kill aristocratic knights in battle. For that reason, it was considered too powerful a weapon and outlawed by the Catholic Church. In fact, anyone who used a crossbow was in danger of being excommunicated. Man, I hope we don't get into that kind of trouble here. Nevertheless, we're going to continue putting in our efforts, just in case we want to use a longbow or crossbow. If we're going to build an authentic medieval tower, we've got to be ready to repel any kind of attack. 1 second. Matter of fact, I'm just going to get this right here. And this is what's going to lead up to, these are all the things that's leading up to the MOTB. And this is Matthew 24, and starting in verse 4, it says, "And Yahweh answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many." You know, and that can, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, that can go into, money as well, because people get deceived by money, and people get deceived by what they see, like, like tangible things. And it says, "For many come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." You know, you know, you know. And this talking verse 7 is talking about destruction. And it says, "All these are the beginnings of sorrows." And it says, "Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and you should be hated of all nations for my name's sake." And if you don't take the MOTB, this is what's going to happen. If you don't conform to their system, if you don't conform to their to their to their you know to the chip, to the seal. If you don't take it, if you don't even before time, if you don't conform, you will be put on a list, and then you're gonna be watched. You're not gonna be you're not gonna be set up for that. But you still will be tempted though. You still will be um you still will be tempted, and you still will be tempted with the MOTB, because it's still gonna present it to you. It says, "All these are the beginning of sorrows, and then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted." And then it says, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another, and many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And the gospel of the kingdom should be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So along with the MOTB, being pushed, it's also going to be a lot of chaos, and stuff being being pushed. Like he says in verse 7, verse 6 and 7. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." So in order, for the MOTB, in order for these things to come, there's going to be a lot of you know, uh, the MOTB has to be pushed. MOTB has to be pushed. Because the Lord, is not with this place. He's not with, like it says in Isaiah 63 and verse 1. Slacky. Isaiah. I'm gonna get the scripture right here. The recipe is simple: 9 parts sand, 3 parts Portland cement, and 1 part lime. The sand is the substance. The Portland is what hardens it, and the lime. Isaiah 47:1. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks and make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. As for our Redeemer, the Lord hosts Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Right. You know, Babylon is not going to be healed. You know, Babylon is not going to be healed. Basically, it says Babylon is not going to be, revived anymore. It says come and sit down and let us oppression out of Babylon. You know, because the days of you know, the days of playing are over. The Lord's not gonna, keep, warning people, over and over, and them not conforming, and he's not gonna put up with it. He's not gonna put up with it. He's gonna end up taking vengeance upon uh, the nations and Israel. Well, Israel first, and then the nations. You know, you know, the heathens. You know, you know, and I'm gonna get this last scripture, and then I'm gonna get Revelations chapter 1. Well, not 1 and but 3. Well, I'm gonna get verse 2, chapter 2 and verse 10. I'm gonna start at verse 9. And says, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. For fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil, shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee the crown of life. Right? So, that's what is gonna come down the pipeline. Is uh Jacob's trouble, the MOTB, famine, all those things, all those things gonna come down, unto Israel. It's gonna hit Israel the hardest, but know, but I think that was it on the lesson. I just want to bring that out, but I just want to give all praise on the court to Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, or Krakadosh, the most possible, as a great millstone, Haru, and Tishwa, peace, Mr. Akim, pushing the truth around the globe, Shalom.